Dr. B and Mrs. B, empty nester lifestyle. Ba-da-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da, la 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 la.
We are back. That's right. We are back to the Dr. B and Mrs. B Empty Nester Lifestyle Show. And this is podcast show number 39, Mrs. B.
39 it is. Welcome, audience. Welcome, listeners. This is Mrs. B.
There you go. This is podcast show number 39, and it's another show connected to the previous two shows. And this show is entitled podcast show number 39. It was like a date at the Capitol Burger in Washington, D.C., Mrs. B. It was like a date at the Capitol Burger restaurant in Washington, D.C. I knew I'd catch your attention. Yes, it's all about the Capitol Burger, the restaurant right next to the Washington Convention Center on Massachusetts Avenue. And we just thought it was a special place. So we had to do a show for and about the Capitol Burger.
Yes, it's a special place. And we had...
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
We had a good time. Go ahead.
And it was such a special place. It was right around the area, and it had such a great turnout. And it was again another unique place that you didn't know it was there, and until you slow down and venture outside your area of where you have to do business and take a nice pleasant journey to a nice restaurant, and you really feel like, wow, I've discovered something new. So I want to do a show on the Capitol Burger, but how we really felt. So let me take care of some business, Miss B. We want to thank all our podcast platforms: Apple Podcasts, Podbean, Listen FM. Thank you for all the platforms, and for all of you listening and downloading, subscribing, we want to receive your comments as well. So feel free to send us a comment at Dr. B and Miss B Empty Nester Lifestyle.com, because we are taking all questions and comments and responding. And so now that we're going to dive deep into this podcast show number 39, Mrs. B, and I know it's something that you didn't expect, but I just said we need to do a show on the Capitol Burger.
Wow, I did not expect for you to say that we're going to talk about it, but okay, let's talk about it.
And the reason, again, another reason why I said let's go here, and we arrived at the burger place because it was a lunch, but as soon as we walked in, the atmosphere kind of grabs you because you start to see all these, it's a wood grain, and then you see all these liquor bottles off to the right. And I said, wow, there's a lot of liquor bottles. So, over to the right, what's that about?
Yeah,
And that's what I was saying. I'm not a big
drinkers.
liquor drinker. And I said, but that was a lot. And then we asked the gentleman, said, could you, sit us close to the window, a little bit further away from the bar area? And he politely did. He sat us next to the window, Mrs. B.
Yeah, that was nice. And we got a view of the outside of Washington, D.C. and the activities that's going by. And
Exactly.
people walking by. And it was a table. I said, well, they was going to squeeze in between, just for two. And I'm like, well,
And it was very busy. It was very busy.
Very
Middle of the
busy.
day. It was.
And I prefer to have the table near the window. And he acquiesced and said, oh, wonderful. Yes, sure, of course. And, we appreciate it. And so we sat there in the sun and we began to order our meal. And we just talked and we had fun. There were meeting members there. The whole meeting that my husband, Dr. B, attended was from November the 2nd to the 5th.
Yep, it was a number of attendees of the conference, young,
Yes.
middle age, elder, older. There was an older couple, older than us, right behind us at the end.
Yes.
There was a lot of young professionals
30,
around us, very very young
30, 40
professionals.
and
You
under.
could tell they were just early 30s,
In a
late
group.
20s, early 30s. They
Yeah.
were having a great time. Then we had the different individual
Yeah.
customers that were there, and
Yes.
it was just a very diverse set of folks right in that area, and everyone was so comfortable in their zone. But and you can tell each and
Different
every
types of
place
people and
they were
cultures
so relaxed and
and their
enjoying the
styles and
atmosphere.
expressions. Yeah. Different types of people. They were enjoying their life, talking about their life, their professional life, the meetings, the sessions they went to. It was a public health meeting session, American Public Health Association for Dr. B, Dr. Bailey, and I was there
Again,
with
it was
Mrs.
like
B.
a date. Let's stay away from that. Let's see,
Yes.
stay
But
away from that. But
to
again,
be authentic and
I
genuine in the
know.
context, there were some meeting members
Yeah,
around
but
there. So
not
there you go.
everyone was there
But
for
for
the
this
APHA.
Capital
Yeah,
Burger meet, Capital Burger meeting, but a date,
it was like a date. Cause
like a
soon as we
date.
sat down and got comfortable, I
Yeah,
looked at Mrs. B and she was just
focus
giggling,
on
giggling,
us.
giggling, laughing, talking, and let me just say, I couldn't even understand because that's the first time I seen Mrs. B really laugh and talk continuously. I said, "What's going on?" I'm saying to myself, "What's going on?" And I said, "That's
Yeah.
the reason why I titled this podcast show. It was like a date. The last time I've seen you this energized at a at a luncheon was when we were dating
We
some
were dating.
38 years ago." It was some 38
Wow.
years ago, and that was the energy and the look on her
Good.
face where she was relaxed and then thinking and just talking about this and that. I can't remember exactly what she was talking about, but it was like a date. And as a guy, you like you just nod your head. It's like, yeah, 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 that's right.
I
And you're taking
remember.
things in, and you're thinking about, okay, what am I going to order? Da 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 da. What's she going? But she was just talking nonstop, y'all.
I was going on. I was talking about different things, and usually when I get excited about the atmosphere and the people around, and the people are doing things and they're energetic. And I'm seeing Dr. B
Yep,
so thrilled and happy to do the things that he likes to do
yep.
and love to do, and thinking about the future and things that we're doing together and partnering. And he was energized, and I fed off his energy of being energized. And I had such a good time, and I was just chattering and talking. And he looked at me with really amazed, and he saw in me the memory of me 36, 38 years ago. He looked at the expressions, the look in my eyes, all the things I was talking about, and he's like, what? And it just took him all the way back. And so
Yeah,
the
her eyes
conversations.
were just glittery and they were shiny. I said, "Wow, I haven't seen that look in a while." And then just blinking, blinking. I was like, "Wow, okay, this is like a
Oh
date."
wow. And believe me, I had zero proof drink,
No,
my apple
this was
drink.
before
So it
we
wasn't
even got the
anything
this
that
is before the
anything else.
refreshments or anything like that.
Yeah,
I'm just
it was
saying you were just
all
conversation.
me. It was all me. We had a great conversation. And he was like, what's it? And then I saw something in, Dr. B's eyes. I saw something when he had came back to the hotel, the same feeling it was like a date at the um, Capitol Burger when we were sitting down. And it was just the meal itself. We were eating, had all this wonderful food in
First, the
front of
waitress
us.
was really nice.
The waitress was
She
really
was
nice.
always
She
checking
was a
in.
graduate of American University,
Hmm.
actually, in Washington D.C. And we knew. I said, "You have a different kind of expression, a different type of aura about you." We couldn't place it at first, and we remembered it from when we would drive to. We were going on our way to different types of places in Washington D.C. and drove through the American University campus, and then the American University students,
Okay, we
they
know that. Okay,
yeah,
but
then
stay on
hey,
point.
but then yeah, the point was is that we finally pinpointed, and she said, "Yeah, I said, "That's it," because that's an American University student." And she was so nice, and she was serving us and took care of everything we needed for us to focus on each other. And I saw in Dr. B the same giddy, same excited things that he wanted to do, and being out with each other. And I thought, wow. And it was in that moment, it was like a date. Now you go to other places and dates and things like that, but it was at that moment of memory of where we were and where we've been, that sometime it's in that particular moment, that particular time, when you recognize why you were there 36 years ago, 38 years ago,
38.
and then now, and you're looking at each other, yes, and you're talking to each other, and like there's that moment there, and it
And that's the
reappears.
reason why I say
It
enjoy
reappears.
the moment
Yeah, it
when it's
reappears
right
right there.
there. Enjoy the
You don't know
moment.
when it's going to happen, but it's
You don't.
right there. And that's why that's special.
Yeah, enjoy the moment. And so
Yes,
when I ordered
that's
my
true.
food, I ordered a nice burger with kept the cheese on it, just took the cheese off a little bit, and ordered a nice small salad along with it. Both and the burger. Let me just say, because it's called the Capital Burger, the burger. And Mrs. B said, I want my burger well done. And it came back so moist, so juicy,
Yeah,
and refreshing.
they
It was, oh
they
my
did a good job.
gosh, the
Yeah,
burger was
yeah.
so nice. Nice bun on it. And after I finished my salad, I took my time with each bite of the burger.
Yes,
It
we
was
enjoyed it.
delicious.
It was.
Wow.
We don't have a lot of thick meat all the time. We eat a lot of lean meat and lean and fish, and lean chicken, and usually about 93% lean,
It
only
was worth it.
7%
That
7%
was
fat
really
or 20%
worth it.
fat. But
That
it was worth
burger
that.
was. I took a picture
Worth
of it. Of course,
that
I took a picture of my
moment
plate,
in
and you can
time.
see, you'll see it on our website and the details. But man, I have to say, I haven't tasted a burger like that in a restaurant
Oh, the
in a
atmosphere,
long,
everything's worth it.
long time. So
Yeah.
I nurtured that lunch, that burger, and the salad, as well as the wine that I had along with it, nice size,
Yes.
and the lady, and it was a rosé,
It was
slightly
rosé. It was
rosé,
rosé.
and as a matter of fact, she guided me on which selection to take, and that's the reason why I listened to the waitress or the waiter and say, what's your selection? And they just guide you. And she guided me to the right selection, and I appreciated that very much. And but the entire experience was such like a date, and I could see Mrs. B enjoying it, enjoyed her meal. And she ordered the burger without cheese, which is great. And then but I said, let me have
Yeah, I can't
I
have
want the
dairy.
full ambiance. I
I
want the
yeah,
full
I can't have
experience
dairy.
of the Capital Burger. And they were very well patient with us as we had our lunch, and as the other patrons finished their lunch. You could see it was turning over, but sitting next to the window and seeing Mrs. B thoroughly enjoy that time. And that's the reason I always say enjoy the moment, because it goes by so fast. So again, Mrs. B, thank you for joining me
Yeah.
at the Capital
Hmm.
Burger and that experience right there in DC.
Oh, thank you, Dr. B. This is a reconnection, and I get it. I do get it. I get so busy. I'm focused on several different things, and I have to put myself back in the moment. And I get it. And the reconnection. We did a podcast show early on Dr. B and Mrs. B, EmptyNesterLifestyle.com. And the podcast that we did earlier was about how to reconnect as a couple in the empty nester lifestyle, whether your kids are adults doing other things or whether they are around you or you're doing different things as family or family business. And it was really about the couple, how to reconnect as a couple, as a husband and wife, in a life that you've aged into gracefully and with wisdom and beauty as empty nesters. And so it was right at that moment, to stay in a moment, that's where I was. And that's where Dr. B was in that moment. We're in that moment. And that was special. That was good. That was really nice. It was like a date.
Yes. So on a scale from 1 to 5, Mrs. B,
Oh
it's your
no, I'm not
turn.
grading
Yes, on a
nothing.
scale from
Nope,
1 to
I'm not
5,
going there.
I will give the Capital Burger a 5.
Oh,
Yes, I will, because the
I
ambiance
like
was
the
great.
rate the
The
restaurant.
the staff was great. and
Right
then
away.
we had plenty of time, and it fit the budget. So again, it wasn't over the top budget, and so I give them the Capital Burger a 5.
Okay. All right. I agree. I have to rate as well. And I would say a 5-2 for the Capital Burger. Of course, the date, it's like a date is priceless, and you can't rate that. But
The
uh,
date is priceless, Mrs. B. It won't go back. Come on. Wow. Let me just say right now, if she gave it a lower level, I said, Dad, you just rated my date inspection all the way down.
of course
So
not.
I'm giving it a 5 because it was a special occasion, not just at
Oh.
Capital Burger, but with Mrs. B.
Yeah,
Okay?
the Capital Burger we're talking about. We're having a little fun here, but the Capital Burger, I
Of
give it a
course.
5.
Okay.
And yes, we do rate restaurants and reviews, as well as other places we go to, and some people ask us to do so. So Capital Burger was a 5, and it was
Well, thank you, Mrs.
very
B.
special.
And we're going to keep it short and tight. And so there you go. This
Yes,
podcast show number 39. It was like a date
it
at
was
the
like a
Capitol
date.
Burger in Washington, D.C. With that said, only thing I have to say now is, Mrs. B, peace out.
Peace in.
Dr. B and Mrs. B, empty nester lifestyle. Ba da da dee da dee da dee da, la 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 la.